So recall a couple of quick facts here. Recall that something like f of g of x, that can be expanded to become f of g of x. This is called the composition, so we'll use this in a moment, as opposed to something like this. F plus g of x equals f of x plus g of x. This is just an operation versus a composition. What about something like this? Let's say how about like p plus h minus f of x. This can be expanded to become p of x plus h of x minus f of x. One more and then we'll get started. What about something like this? Let's go with q composed with f composed with h at, let's say, like a or something like that. So this can become q of f of h of a, and then we close three doors. So these are all facts where if you see something like that, or that, then we react to it by rewriting it into this format because these are easier to manipulate. So let's try a problem here. So let's try this problem here, where here is a question. I want you to tell me the value of, so they'll say something like evaluate, and then how about something like parentheses, f of negative 2g of 9. So right away, let me write this down again. And let me just use a pen. Sharpie is a bit bold. So let me write this down again. F composed with negative 2g at 9. So by our definitions, which were these ones here, if I apply these facts, this can be rewritten as f of negative 2g of 9. And I'll remind myself by putting a little dot here that these are being multiplied. And first, I would have you guys to focus only on g of 9. What is g of 9? So just some scratch work. G of 9 equals, well, let's see. Go to g, which is this map here, the pink one, and you want to plug 9 in for x. And that does not happen there because that's not x, which is 9. I want the x coordinate to be 9. So it doesn't work there, it doesn't work there. It works here because the x coordinate that's supposed to say 9. It's bad writing. Okay, so the x coordinate is 9 and the y coordinate is negative 1. So that's your y coordinate, or you can think of it as the input output. So what I'm saying is that down here, g of 9 gets replaced by negative 1. And everything else can fall, like that f can fall, the parenthesis can fall, the negative 2 and the multiplication symbol also fall. It's just this that became that. Now we can multiply those numbers. So that becomes f of 2. So, right, you multiply these, it's just positive 2. So now we have to play this game all over again. So now we're focusing on function f, which is the green one. And what do I want? I want to go to the location where 2 is the x coordinate. And that visually happens here. And that's the input 2, which is what we want. And the output is 6. So for that reason, this whole thingy is 6. So let's try one more problem here. Let me throw another bonus problem at you. The same goal is to evaluate. What about something like, let's say, how about 4f, and let's go with a dot, and then how about something like negative 2g, close it, at 2, something like that. So right away, let me rewrite this. I like to rewrite problems. So this becomes the same thing. I'll just rewrite it again like that. Keep everything the same. And then if we apply the properties that we discussed earlier, these ones here, this can become 4 times f of 2, like that. 4 times f of 2 times negative 2 g of 2. And this equals, let's see, so we'll keep the 4, little dot there for multiplication. Now, how much is f of 2? Well, let's see, go to the picture, f, input 2, so that happens here, and the output is 6, right? So f is the green, the input is 2, which is what that says, and when that happens, the output is 6. So this is 6 there, times negative 2 times, now how much is g of 2? G is the pink one. And we have a point here, right? It's pointing at this one here, it's in pink. And if you input 2, you output 4. So times 4. So this is 4 times 6 is 24 times negative 8. And what's 24 times 8? 160 plus 32, 192. So negative 192. Final answer. So that's the difference between compositions and arithmetic operations, right? So these were compositions versus arithmetic operations like add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you have more questions.